5 months ago, we get a phone call from Sinantrino, the Food and Drinks Workers Union. They say you have to come and help us. In Colombia, since '87, 4,000 trade unionists have been murdered by paramilitary death squads. It's hard. You have to come and help us. You have to see what's going on, and people who want to see it, kill us, have to see that we've got friends internationally. So we organise an international delegation, people from all over the world. We fly out, we get to Bogota, we're taken immediately to the Union Hall. There, hundreds of people have assembled. They've come from miles and miles around to testify, to bear witness, to explain that if you're a trade unionist, you're a target. If you're opposed to privatisation, you're a target. If you want to find the body of a disappeared loved one, you're a target. If you're in a co-op, you're a target. If you're in favour of human rights, you're a target. And they've come from all over. Sometimes they've prepared their statements, sometimes they've typed them, sometimes they've translated them. Sometimes they speak from the heart, sometimes it's dispassionate, sometimes they try not to cry, sometimes they don't manage. And it goes on. After 3 hours, Sam gets up, here geezer, I don't fucking do meetings, and fucks off. I find him at a street off licence uttering the words, brew special. Drag him back in just as a Colombian punkette called Nadia takes to the stage. We think this is going to be long. Thank you for coming. My name is Nadia. Help us out. Our country is fucked. Thank you. Wow. You were quick. Sam rushes over. You were great. Why are you here? We're trying to get this art exhibition up. You are artists of sorts. I am an anarchist artist. Wow. Fuck the Tate. I don't understand the reference. Well, it's great that you're... What are you doing? I am doing anti-corporate art. I am doing artwork on Coca-Cola. But the trade union will not use my artwork. Why not? I don't know. Look, here, a picture of Hitler masturbating a bottle of Coke and coming swastikas. Mariella, whatever. So... You must come on my radio show. We do a radio show. Come on. The next day, we're on their public radio station, but the station is having a nervous breakdown because it's about to be privatised. They're beginning to say things they shouldn't really say because they've got no job to worry about. Emilio is there translating. We've got fucking everyone. We've got Colombian hip-hop, punk rock. The fucking studio's crammed. With us is Edgar from the trade union. I am here for the boycott. With us is the Italian delegation for the human rights. Mark from London. Emilio is translating for me. He says before we start, be careful what you say. It has consequences. You are not on your home patch. I'll be fine. Mark, what do you think about Coca-Cola internationally? I think they are the beverage wing of US imperialism. Emilio translates. The fucking room goes crazy. People are punching the air. Viva, viva, viva! I turn to Emilio. Your translation was a lot longer than my statement. What the fuck does La Lucha continua hasta la victoria mean? It means the struggle continues until the victory forever. I didn't say that, but you meant it, and that is what is important. Mark, what do you think about the amnesty for the death squads? It's an obscenity. Viva, viva, viva! Mark, what do you think about the president saying human rights activists are in league with terrorists? Okay, listen up good. Uribe Vélez, you're the president. Now, one of your spooks, your goons, your informers, your spies, your paramilitary is going to be listening out there. I want you to take note. If you think I am in league with terrorists, come and arrest me. Come and get me. They know where I am. I've got my details at the airport. Nip over, grab them. You'll find out the hotel I'm staying at. You come and arrest me. Put me on trial. Let's see the evidence. Let's see who's a terrorist. Emilio is speaking very quickly in the microphone. What are you saying? I am just reminding them you are a comedian. Trust me on this one. The next day, we go to visit our friend Luis Eduardo Garcia, and we're travelling in an armour-plated Jeep because the threat is so great, they need the protection. One of the trade union bodyguards is driving us. He's driving along, and he's got 2 pistols, one under each leg, with the handle and the trigger sticking out, ready to rock and roll should it kick off. I'm in the back with Emilio. Fuck Emilio, tell the man I can't fucking have this. I'm morally opposed to these weapons. You tell the man I'm morally opposed to the weapons. I can't fucking have this. Da, 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 da. What did he say? He said, so is he, but he finds them very practical on occasion. We meet up with our friend Luis Eduardo Garcia. He works for Coca-Cola. He's involved in the trade union. He delivers Coke for a living and does it wearing a boycott Coca-Cola t-shirt. Here is your Coca-Cola. How is business? Terrible. Well done. That night, we're staying in the gated compound where he lives because they're under such threat. They need the protection. And Luis Eduardo says, did you know Coca-Cola tried to fit me up as a terrorist? I said, no. He said, they did. They said, Luis Eduardo, he detonated a bomb. They called the police to the plant. Luis Eduardo has set off a bomb. The police say, where is the damage? The company say, he has cleaned up after him. That night, Luis Eduardo is delayed at work. So we're with his wife, his son, who the paramilitaries tried to kidnap, and his granddaughter, who's 3 years old. We decide that actually, because we're here, we offer some protection against the paras. So we pile into a car to head up to the top of the mountains, to a bar up there. We leave the compound, and as the gates open, you can see the paramilitaries on the corner, but we're feeling in a great mood. We head straight up to the top of this mountain, and there, at the top, the city just opens up beneath you, and the birds hit the thermals, and this bar is just this giant concrete discus that juts out across the mountain. There's no furniture, just a rail, loudspeakers and a bar in the corner. We get there and the little girl who's 3 sees the space. She's never been in this much space before. She flings her arms open and charges into the middle of it, soaking up every inch of freedom and twirling with a smile upon her face. And I suddenly thought she's a target because of what her grandfather does. And I just felt homesick. 4 weeks after we get back, the first emails arrive detailing the people who've been killed. People that we met in Bucaramanga, a nurse who's been shot 3 times trying to get home. Her crime being in a health trade union. 2 months after that, we lose 3 people, peasant leaders, trade unionists, all supporters of the boycott. Publicly executed by the army in broad daylight on the street. 3 weeks ago, we lost a peasant leader whose body was found tortured and killed. And at the funerals, they have this chant. And the chant is, for the dead, for the dead. Not a minute's silence, not a minute's silence, but a lifetime of struggle for the dead. And they don't ask that of us. They don't ask a lifetime of struggle. They don't ask us to come out and get in the way. They don't ask us to take on the paramilitaries. They say this, please, if you want to help, don't buy Coca-Cola. It's the most reasonable request I think I've ever heard.